Good morning, ultimate hustlers and digital empire builders. It is that time for the Cortez Hustle Show, and today we're going to help you with your small business. How do you prepare your small business to get funded? That's right. There are certain things that you need to do. Everybody's talking about business credit, business funding. Nobody's talking about what you need to do to prepare your business. When you have that meeting, when you have that sit down, when the bank wants to see certain documentation and certain information, how do you organize that stuff? How do you present yourself to the bank as a fundable business? That's what we're talking about today. So do me a huge favor, comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and all your brands, smash that share button, ladies and gentlemen, and let's kick it this morning. Yo, what's up, ultimate hustlers, and welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show, the business podcast for the entrepreneur of the 21st century. And I'm your host, Cortez Hustle. Our goal is to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how the world's greatest hustlers build amazing brands, scale their businesses to incredible heights, sell more, make more, and create mass movements that impact the world. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned vet or you're sitting on the sidelines with aspirations to one day unleash your inner hustle. This show will provide the insights into how pure grit, determination, and hard work has morphed into some of the most iconic brands and personalities and how they are moving the culture forward. You'll get a mix of solo shows featuring yours truly, as well as interviews and content from other hustlers that I either know personally or I've learned from or whose grind I've come to know and respect. And you'll also get exclusive recordings from our membership called Monetize My Life Academy, which you can check out at monetizemylifeacademy.com. That's a program where we go live every month with some of the best hustlers on the planet, sharing best practices on how we all can explode our brands with advanced branding and marketing tactics, business development strategies, and financial game planning necessary to build the empires we all desire. Again, that's at monetizemylifeacademy.com. If you like today's episode, chances are the hustlers you're connected to will like it as well. Share it with those in your network. And when you do, use hashtag Cortez Hustle so I can see you and hopefully give you a shout out and share you in my stories. So check out today's episode and make sure you subscribe to the feed on your favorite podcasting networks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show. I am, of course, your host, Cortez Hustle, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, coming to you live and direct from the Local Biz Marketing Pro Studios right here in St. Louis, Missouri. If you are a small business looking to grow, particularly on the internet, then Local Biz Marketing Pros has everything that you need to help you optimize your online presence, increase your lead flow, grow your revenue so you can expand your operation and contribute more to the communities that you serve. Check out localbizmarketingpros.com. There's free marketing tools out there for you. You can get a free business marketing strategy session that walks you through the ins and outs of preparing and presenting your business on the internet, localbizmarketingpros.com. Today, we're talking about how do you prepare your small business for funding. Do me a huge favor, comment in the chat where you're from, the name of your business and on your brand. And if you like the show, make sure you hit that share button. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, make sure that you hit that subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Just so that you know, if you're on Facebook, then the Cortez Hustle Show is exclusively on the Cortez Hustle Show page. It used to be in a lot of other places, but we're streamlining our focus and doing some different things internally here. So you'll see the Cortez Hustle Show only on the Cortez Hustle Show page on Facebook and only on the Cortez Hustle Show channel on YouTube. A couple quick announcements, man, before we get the show underway. And I think I forgot my quote of the day, but nevertheless, let's get to these announcements, man. We are back on track. Some of you guys know that I was off for the last couple of weeks, getting some rest and some relaxation. Got a chance to go out to Phoenix and kick it with some family for Super Bowl weekend. That was amazing and inspiring. It's such beauty out there, man. Those mountain views never get old to me. But we are now back on track. That means our office hours are back Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are going live and we're talking about how do you build your business, right? How do you structure your offer? How do you use our software to help you grow your business and take some of the heavy lifting off of your shoulders? If you are not already in our Facebook groups, we have two primary groups. We have Digital Empire Builders Worldwide. That's for the solopreneurs who are coaches and consultants and selling digital products. We help you structure all of that using PLR. Check it out. If you're a local small business, then we have Local Biz Marketing Mastermind for our small business owners. You guys need something slightly different. So that's why we have the two separate groups. So make sure you guys check those out. But that's where you'll get the office hours notification. That's where the videos will live, and you can go and see past office hours training in those videos. Also, Local Biz Marketing Pros is going to looking to niche down, and we're looking at two different niches. So if you know any chiropractors that need help with their marketing, then we're literally going to do some free consulting for some chiropractors as we're looking to break into that industry. And the other one that we're looking at is med spas. So if you know any med spa owner that needs some help with their marketing and they're willing to let us come in for free, help them grow their online presence in exchange for some testimonials, then put them in contact with us. We want to help out and do some good exchanges to help them grow. They can help us with feedback on what their market needs. And we're looking to work with 3 to 5 in each industry. And then we're going to narrow down which industry we want to focus all of our attention on in 2023. So if you guys know chiropractors or med spas, then if they're looking for help with marketing, let them know that we're willing to come in and provide our services free of charge in exchange for some intellectual capital and also some testimonials and some feedback from and about their industry. So let's get on with our quote of the day. If you're new to the Cortez Hustle Show, we start every episode with a quote of the day. And today's quote is something that I heard on my morning motivation as I was getting prepared for the show today. And I will believe it was Steve Harvey that said something to the fact that success is not magic. The only thing that makes it hard, though, is your ability to believe that it is possible for you, right? I'm going to run that back. Success is not magic, right? But the only thing that makes it hard is your ability to believe that it is possible for you. And I know so many people that struggle with that. I even struggle with it from time to time as I look at multi-billion-dollar international media conglomerates like what Tyler Perry is doing, like what Disney is doing, like what Ted Turner is doing, like what Puffy is doing with Revolt, and like what Troy and Rashad are doing with Earn Your Leisure, and David Shands and Donnie Wiggins with Social Proof Podcast. I'm looking at these big brands in the media space, and sometimes it gets intimidating. Sometimes I ask myself, Cortez, can you do that? Then I have to remember my 3 core beliefs. All things are possible for me, right? All things are possible for me because I believe and I am called to his purpose, right? I believe that I can do all things, right? I believe that everywhere that the soles of my feet tread belongs to me. So why can't I have similar success to anybody that like anybody who's ever done anything that I want to do? And I don't know about you, my friend, but belief is critical. And sometimes you may not be able to believe that you can finish the job, but at least do this for me, and it'll change your life. Believe that you can start. Right? At least I've gotten started. I've built a successful podcast. I've got some things going on based on where we are. I've got some connections, some contacts. I believed enough that I could get started. Sometimes it's the start that stops most people. So at least grow your belief to the place that you can get started. And then once you get started, chances are you're more likely to keep going. So that, my friends, is the quote of the day right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, brought to you by bizcredithelper.com. If you are looking to really understand how to set your business up with business credit so that you can ultimately go down the path of business funding, we've got a free masterclass at bizcredithelper.com. Let me put that in the comments here. Bizcredithelper.com, free master on business credit. And that masterclass will help you understand everything that you need to do as a business owner to get your business credibility in place first and foremost. A lot of us are in business, we are doing business, but we don't have business credibility, meaning we haven't done all the little things in and around our business that makes our business credible in the eyes of a lender, credible in the eyes of a vendor, credible in the eyes of a business credit card provider, because we're all over the place using Gmail, email addresses. We don't have a business address. We may not have a business fax number, phone number, 800 number. Those are some of the things that makes your business look credible. I'll give you a quick story. I'm working with one of my clients now, the St. Louis Griffins professional basketball franchise, and we're trying to get set up through a merchant. And they've got a lot of stuff in place, but they didn't have what the merchant was looking for. And thank God we have a merchant that is willing to work with us. A lot of times, if you don't have what they want in place, they just deny you and they keep it moving, and they don't tell you why they've denied you. But this particular underwriter is saying, hey, we noticed that you didn't have this on your website. We noticed that you didn't have this, this, and this. Can you provide those things for us and we can continue to move forward? So business credibility is incredibly important. If you go to bizcredithelper.com, you can sign up for a free masterclass that goes through all of those things. And of course, if you need help with that, there's an offer for you to actually grab our business credit bundle that will hold you accountable to doing all the things that you need to put all of that stuff in place. bizcredithelper.com. So today we wanted to focus on, as you guys know, as I'm building my multi-billion dollar international media conglomerate, starting with this podcast, I'm just learning the industry from two aspects. I'm learning from an operation side, which is how do you operate a small business, right? That's incredibly important. And part of operations is finance, right? How do you get your bookkeeping in place? How do you prepare yourself so that once you have your business plan or your proposals in order and you want to kick in the door of one of these banks, right? How do you go in a way that you have everything in order? Robert Kiyosaki tells a story about the first time he attempted to go in to get business funding at a large scale. And they was like, man, we ain't giving you nothing because you ain't this, that, and the other. And he just had one question. So if I become this, that, and the other, I can come back to you and get financing? They're like, yeah. So he went and did what they told him to do. Today, we're going to be looking at an article from citizensbank.com. Who better to learn how to get your small business prepared for financing than a bank? Now, some of you guys, this is a lesson for me, right? And this is a lesson for the clients that I coach in the marketing space, especially when I coach them on content marketing. See, they're giving value on what it takes to get your small business ready for funding. Why? Because if I give you that information and you execute it and get your business ready, when you're ready, chances are you'll come to the bank that gave you the information to get ready to actually get financed. Some of us do not want to give out quality information that will move the needle for people unless they pay us. That is not how the economy is working today. You literally have to help people first to prove that you can help them. And then when they want more help, you've earned the right to charge them for that additional help. So this article says, looking for financing, 5 ways to make your business more attractive to lenders. And it is by the Citizen Bank staff. The time comes for most businesses when outside funding makes sense to meet obligations, support growth, or seize opportunities. In 2023, Citizens Bank Women-Owned Business Survey, or in the 2019 Business Owned Survey, the fastest growing women-led businesses were 60% more likely than others to have financing in place, right? So they surveyed a bunch of women-owned businesses, and they found that 60% of these businesses were using finances. The survey also revealed that 1 in 5 women don't apply for funding due to fear of being turned down. And that's a lot of us, especially in the Black community. We didn't learn about credit early on in life. I know I didn't. I got my first credit card as an 18-year-old punk and on a college university campus when I went out to Lincoln University as a freshman. And I remember the gentleman saying, trying to get me to sign up, and they was giving away a free water bottle or a lunch bag or something. And I was like, nah, man, I'm cool. I don't even have a job. Now, I didn't know a lot about credit, but I knew that I would be going into debt, and I knew that to get qualified, you at least had to have a job. He looked me square in my eye and said, does your parents send you money from time to time? Do your parents send you money from time to time? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, how much? I said, well, she sent me what I need. You know, I'm raised by a single mom, so she's like, yeah, she sends me money. Well, that's income. And he put down what I said my mom sends me. In fact, he coached me into saying what my mom sent me. Oh, did she send you a couple $100 a month? And I was like, nah, about $150 a month. I was like, she sent you about $100 a month. Yeah, when I need it. Okay, he put that down as income, got me qualified for a $300 credit card. And as soon as I got that credit card, if you know anything about Lincoln University in Jeff City, Missouri, it's about 2 hours from, no, it's probably not even that much, about 90 minutes from the Lake of the Ozarks. And the Lake of the Ozarks is known for its outlet malls. And as soon as I got that credit card, I was at the Lake of the Ozarks shopping my tail off, right? Burning that thing up, right? Because I didn't know any better. So a lot of times we, based on our lack of knowledge as it relates to credit, financing, and funding, we don't even apply for things that could help us in our growth because of fear of being turned down. Also in our community, we have been taught to fear credit. Oh, you want to pay for everything with cash. You don't want to owe nobody nothing, right? And we've taken that into our adult life. We've taken that into our entrepreneurial endeavors, and that is holding us back in a lot of cases, because funding and financing is what literally takes us to the next level. But nobody ever taught us that. We never knew that's how it really works. So financing is a possibility for many businesses, and preparation can increase your chances of getting the funding you need. Use the steps below, right? So what do you need to do? Well, first and foremost, you need to check your credit profile. Now, when it comes to business, a lot of us don't understand anything about this. When you check out bizcredithelper.com, they'll talk you through a lot of this stuff about the different credit bureaus and things of that nature as it relates to business. But let me help you right here. Let me do this first. Let me grab, as we're getting ready for 1 minute motivation. Let me pull that in as well. So number 1 on the list, check your business credit profile. Lenders will closely examine your business finances and credit history. So knowing where you stand before seeking financing allows you time to make improvements. Request a copy of your business credit report from the major reporting bureaus. Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax are the three major business credit bureaus. There are some other reporting agents out there, but these are the three big boys, right? Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. Now, if you have not set up a profile with any of these entities, then that will be a good place for you to start as well, because they can't report on you if you don't have a profile. In a lot of cases, they're not like the personal business credit bureaus where as you start applying for things, you just automatically get a profile and those entities start reporting. No, you have to go and set up your DNB profile. Now, you can set that up for free, right? Experian and Equifax, you can set your profiles up with them for free. Now, I'll tell you this, these are also big businesses. So when you go in to set up your free profile, they're going to sell you their services. Just pay close attention. It will tell you you do not have to buy a service in order to have a profile set up with us. Now, you evaluate whether or not you need their services, because they have some business credit builder opportunities that can help you accelerate your business credit, right? But that's you evaluate that on your own. So get your credit bureaus. If you don't have a strong score now, generally 80 or higher is considered good. So on business credit side, they use what's called a PAYDEX score. PAYDEX goes from 0 to 100. 80 is considered a good score, right? And in order to get 80, in most cases, you need about 6 trade lines on your business, 3 to 6 trade lines on your business credit report. Now, everybody that you do business with don't report to all 3 bureaus. So that could mean that, hey, I've got 2 transactions a month that's being reported to DNB. I've got 2 that's reporting to Equifax. I got 2 that's reporting to Experian. So I had to get 6 just to get something showing up on all 3 of these bureaus, right? So again, bizcredithelper.com, that masterclass will kind of help you understand all of those things, right? And then if you click on the link in the description for this article, they also provide you with a checklist to use or some steps that you can do to improve your business credit. So number 1 on the list, if you want to prepare your business for business funding and increase your attractiveness to lenders as a business, then check your credit profile so you can understand what's going on with your credit score and where you are. I think the last time I checked, I was at a 67 or something like that. So I'm working to get up to that 80 so I can continue to get access to the funding that I need to grow my enterprise. So we're going to keep going with this list. We got 4 more that we're going to hit you with. But before we do that, as you guys know, every episode of the Cortez Hustle Show, we do something called 1 minute motivation. That's where we share a short motivational clip, usually 60 to 90 seconds or so. And I'm going to ask you to comment your takeaways on this. I'm going to give you my takeaways as well. So let's get into some 1 minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show.
About 5 years ago, I met a wise and wealthy man who had spent his entire life studying success. And he'd reached a clear conclusion concerning the reason for success in life and especially in business. He's dead now, but I'll never forget what he told me, because I immediately recognized that he put the finger on my reason for success and yours, as we'll talk about in a minute. He said the key to success was to set a goal and then to stay with it until you achieve success in at least one important thing. He said that your subconscious mind will then accept that success experience and store it as a pattern, like a template. And then from then on, your subconscious will drive you and direct you and guide you to repeat the pattern of success in other things that you attempt. Another way of saying it is that nothing succeeds like success. Psychologists have demonstrated that achievement brings you a natural high. Once you've experienced your first great success, then not only are you unconsciously programmed to repeat it, but nothing else will ever give you the same wonderful sense of satisfaction.
Hoo-wee. So in essence, I don't know if y'all really picked up on this, but he said, set a goal. stick with that goal until one of two things happen. He didn't get to the second thing, but one of the things that happen when you stick with the pursuit of a goal long enough, your subconscious mind maps to success. It didn't even say that you actually hit the goal. He said you need to stick with the goal long enough so that the process that requires to hit the goal, the habits that you need to hit the goal become etched in your subconscious mind. In other words, become a winner subconsciously, even before you win. Oh, I wish I could play that back for y'all, but we got to move on. Your pursuit is so much more important than the goal itself. The process of winning is more valuable than the actual win. Because when you become a winner up here and in here, anything that you attempt to do, anywhere you apply your energy, attention, and focus, because you have the remembrance of what it takes to be successful, you're going to deploy that. Because you got the dopamine hit from those small wins on your way to the goal, then now you become more likely to be successful in every endeavor, right? Alex Hormozy says it like this: winners win. There's a reason that certain people who are quote unquote winners in life, we call them winners in life because it appears that everything they try to do succeeds. Everywhere they drop their feet, they just win. How do you develop that winner's mentality? You set a goal and you focus on that goal long enough till you develop a process, till you develop the habits of what it takes to win. And now, because that becomes a part of your character, everywhere you go, you deploy that character. As they say, everywhere you go, there you are. So if you become a winner, then every space that you are in, you're more likely to win because you have the habits, the characteristics, you understand the process of winning. That, my friends, is worth its weight in gold. Set a goal and then figure out the process that it takes to win, and then you focus on the process, right? I focus on the process of bringing to you a successful podcast every day. What is the process? I don't even measure the views and the looks and the likes and all of that stuff. I'm focusing on mastering a process, because every success in every endeavor has a process. Every industry that you want to go in as a business owner, every goal that's worth having, anything that you want to do, there's a process for achieving it. So when you become focused on the process and create the necessary habits, then by default, you win in nearly everything you attempt and try. That, my friends, is 1 Minute Motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, brought to you by our good friends over at the Local Biz Marketing Mastermind. If you're a small business and you want to join a community of other small businesses that are focusing on marketing their small business, optimizing their online presence, increasing their lead flow, growing their revenue, expanding their operations, and contributing to their communities, I'm going to put the link to our free Facebook group in the comments. Facebook.com/groups/local biz marketing mastermind. It's a free community. You can ask questions. There's a lot of helpful people and helpful information in that group. Every Tuesday, we do something called office hours, where we're live with a Q&A. Usually there's a topic of the week. Like this week, we're talking about offers and pulling everything together using our software as the automated CRM and all of that stuff. So join the group if you want to be part of a community that's growing online. Local Biz Marketing Mastermind on Facebook. It's a free group for you to join. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about making your business more attractive to lenders. How do you position your business so that lenders will want to give you money, right? The first thing that this bank listed, and this is an article from an actual bank. So if you want to become attractive to a lender, you might want to listen to a lender tell you what they're looking for. Number one, check your credit profile. And I would encourage you to check all three, because just like with your personal credit profile, every credit bureau has their own scoring methods, right? So you might be a 57 on DMB, you might be a 77 on Experian, you might be a 27 on Equifax, right? That's how vast it could differ. So you might try to figure out, well, why is Equifax scoring me so low, right? See what's reporting to each one of these. And then as you move forward and you start dealing with vendors and creditors, you start asking them, hey, do you report to DNB, Experian, and Equifax? And they'll tell you, no, we only report to Equifax, right? I try to deal with vendors that report to all three. Now, some of them you can actually self-report. That means you can go and get your invoices yourself and fill out the information and say, hey, I do business with this vendor. Here's their profile. Here is my transactions over the last 90 days. And they'll report, they'll verify, and they'll report. But if you don't want to do that work, then ask the vendors themselves, which bureau do they report to, so that you will know. Number two, this is something that I'm working on right now. I'm literally closing bank accounts this week because I'm focusing on the one that I'm building the relationships with. Number two, develop a business banking relationship. I had a mentor tell me that. He's like, Cortez, do you know that not every business has a banker? I'm like, sure they do. If you're in business and you're serious about business, you have a business bank account. He said, no, I didn't say that every business doesn't have a bank account. I said, not every business has a banker. So what do you mean? And shout out to Henry Doris for sharing this with me. He said, a banker is someone who is assigned to the business owner to help that business grow from a banking perspective. He said, when I go to my bank, I don't sit out in the lobby with everybody else. I usually have an appointment and we go through a couple double doors and then into some private spaces. And that's where we take care of business. Oh, never knew what all those other doors in the bank was for. It's like, yeah, the average person is going to sit out in front in the cubicles where everybody could see. But those who have banking relationships, those who have a banker assigned to help them grow their revenue, help them grow their profits, help them grow their investments, help them grow their business, they have a different type of relationship. A business banker may be your entry point to applying for financing. If it's been some time since you've spoken with your banker, set up an appointment. The better your banking partner knows you and your business, the more equipped they'll be to recommend the best financing tool for you and your business needs. Even if you're not looking for financing now, checking in with your banker periodically about the state of your business and your goals and challenges can help you anticipate a need for funding down the road. You guys have heard me share this before, and I'm going to share it again, and I'm going to keep sharing it because some people need to hear it multiple times, right? Before you sell any product, you are in 3 distinct businesses, and the faster you can wrap your mind around this, the better off you will be. The number one business you are in, the number one business you are in is a relationship business. And this is what number 2 on the list is referring to. You are in a relationship business, therefore, you're in the business of building relationships everywhere you go, building up relationship equity everywhere you go. Why? Because relationships will open doors that degrees and other certifications can't. It's relationships. It's my banker seeing a new product being introduced to the bank and saying, oh, you know what? This right here would be perfect for local biz marketing pros. Right? Oh, yeah, Mark is with me. He said, the work you do today shapes your tomorrow. Every business, you're in a relationship business first. You're in a media business and you're in a technology business. Some of us don't want to admit that. Some of us are not leveraging the power and understanding that. But when you understand that you're in a relationship business, then you treat people differently. You see people differently. Because I know that everybody that I come across has something that I could use. Just like I know that everybody I come across could use something that I have. So developing number 2 on the list, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about 5 ways to make yourself more attractive to the bank. Number 1 was check your credit profile on Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. And if you don't have your profile set up on those platforms, then go to bizcredithelper.com. You'll get some insight on how to do that. Also, let me take this time to do this, man, because I don't do this often. But y'all know the Cortez Hustle Show is an actual podcast, right? So you can go to iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and all of those places and rate the show, follow, download any episodes that you like. We're on episode 415. So you can go back to the archives all the way back to the beginning. And I was listening to Alex Hermosi, my new virtual mentor, right, as I'm studying his $100 million offers book. And he's like, man, I was not doing enough call to actions. I wasn't doing any call to actions about the podcast. And when I did start doing it, they went from X amount of downloads a month to X amount of downloads per month. So don't forget to tell people to go and follow and subscribe to the actual podcast, right? So I'd appreciate you guys if you would do that. So number 1 was check your business credit profile. Number 2 is develop business banking relationships. Number 3 on our list, we're talking about 5 things that you can do to make your business more attractive to lending institutions. Build a case for financing is number 3. Having a well thought out, concise answers to the questions any potential lender will ask can help increase your chance for financing. Prepare your answers to these standard questions in advance so that you can make a good impression when the time comes. So these are 4 questions that you should have the answer to before you go and ask for financing. Question number 1, how will you use the funds? You should already have this mapped out. Banks want to do business with businesses that are organized. If you're asking me for money, it's not for the sake of asking me for money. It's because you have a plan for the money. Be prepared to explain specifically what your plan is for the money and the money you seek and how it will strengthen your business. Be prepared to explain specifically what your plan is for the money you seek and how it will strengthen your business. They're going to ask, right? And you not only need to be prepared to answer that verbally, that answer should also be down in black and white. One of the things that I learned from Dr. Danetta Watson in the Business Mastery Institute's boot camp class. Put it down in black and white. Make the numbers make sense. Number 2, question you should be prepared to answer. How much do you need? as we went through the class, she helped us map out everything that we need to start our business and what it would look like the first 90 days of operation. And they call it your ask. What is your ask? And a lot of people, she had to tell, your ask is not big enough, right? You can't run a business on this 10,000 you're asking for. You need to ask for more money. That's why getting everything down that you're going to do with the money while you need the money makes sense. So you can ask for the right amount, right? How much do you need? Know going in how much money you'll need. Be sure to calculate ancillary costs such as installation or training for new equipment or technology. Really map this stuff out. Third question you need to be prepared for. How will you repay? Work with your accountant or a financial advisor to review your current finances and determine how you'll pay off the financing. Building detailed cash flow projections can help with this. Now, I'll be honest. As I was doing this with Dr. Danetta Watson and the Black Mastermind group, it was one of the most frustrating things I've ever done in business, because she shows you how to project your cash flow and its growth over a 3-year period, and how it grows month over month over month based on one core product. And if you have multiple core products, then man, I can imagine how that could be nightmarish. But if you can't project your cash flow and the growth that's going to come as a result of the financing that you're getting, then I probably wouldn't lend you no money either. You need to show me that you're going to have the cash flow to pay this back to me. So be prepared not only to answer that and explain what you have on paper, but you actually have to have it on paper. Number 4, what's your timeline? Certain types of financing, such as U.S. Small Business Administration loans, can take 60 to 90 days to close. Other types of funding can be available much more quickly. If timing is a consideration, be sure you're clear on what to expect. I need money next week, and I'm going to go to the SBA, and it takes them 90 days to close and get me a check. Your timeline is incredibly important. So number 3 on our list of making yourself more attractive to a lender is build your case for your financing, to be able to speak that audibly, but it should also be in black and white, so that when you leave, you're leaving them with something that they could review, and it should match what you told them. And when they send that on to the underwriting team, that underwriting team should be able to look at those numbers, marry it with the story you told about what you need, why you need it, how soon you need it, and when you're going to be able to pay it, when and how you're going to be able to pay it back. And they can make an informed decision as it relates to whether or not they are going to lend you that money. So we got 2 more of these to go, but we got to take a quick commercial break. So check out this commercial from our sponsor. Hey, yo, my friend, let me ask you something real quick. Are you a coach, consultant, influencer with an expertise in a particular area, and you're looking to grow or expand a business, make some extra money online, start a side hustle? If you are, then this is for you. What do you know about PLR? It stands for private label rights. That means there are sites that you can go to on the web where you can buy content that is already written. Everything from ebooks to video courses written by subject matter experts in your field of expertise that you can add to, take away from, rebrand, repackage, sell it as your own, and keep all of the profits. I know, crazy, right? But it's no different than a ghostwriter who writes books for authors. No different than a ghostwriter who writes raps or songs for other people. No different than a screenwriter who writes a screenplay, sells it to a big studio, they make the movie, and they make all the money and get all of the credit. you can do that in the digital marketing online business space, and you can have a product launched in 3 to 7 days. I've got a free guide that you can access by going to monetizemylifeblueprint.com. It'll show you the top 7 ways that people are making money right now from this type of content. So go to monetizemylifeblueprint.com, check it out for yourself. Now, let's get back to the episode. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cortez Hustle Show. Don't forget, we are on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, all of your favorite podcasting places. Make sure you go and subscribe and leave us a review if you like the show. We like to hear from you. The entire catalog is there, over 400 episodes that you could download and go all the way back to the beginning of the Cortez Hustle Show if you choose. So be sure to check that out. If you're just tuning in, we're talking 5 ways to make your business more attractive to banks and lenders. Number 1 on our list was check your credit profile on Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax Business. Develop a business banking relationship was number 2. Number 3, build your case for financing. Be prepared to answer how will you use the funds, how much will you need, how will you repay, and what is your timeline. Number 4 on our list of 5 ways to make yourself more attractive to business is assemble your documents. Gather the information and forms that you'll need to apply for financing. These documents will vary depending on the specific type of financing you're applying for, so review the application requirements carefully. Commonly requested documents include financial statements, including balance sheet, income statements, and cash flow statements. Right? This is why your boy is hiring a bookkeeper, because when I was doing this on my own, I just couldn't stay focused long enough to get it done. Your bookkeeper should have all of this stuff. Your accountant should be working with your bookkeeper, and they should be able to pull all of this stuff together for you, right? And man, let me see if I can get you this free resource. Because there are, if you're in the state of Missouri, there's a free resource that I just stumbled upon. And this is why it's important to go to events, right? I went to the Genius Conference put on by Influence Church. And I took away a ton of stuff from it. But if I didn't get anything but this free resource, and it would have been worth the 2 days and $100 or so bucks that I invested to be there, right? But they gave me this free resource where not only am I getting help for free to get certified as a minority-owned business, as a historically underdeveloped area business, because my business address is in the city of St. Louis that's historically underdeveloped. Not only am I getting help with getting set up in the SAM system so I can contract with the government, all of this stuff is for free through this one organization. And even if you're not in Missouri, there are organizations like this all throughout the country. And inbox me if you're in Missouri and you want that. I can't find it for you fast enough. And I don't want to slow down the show, but I can get that information for you. But when I went, I was talking to a young man. They was like, man, we were talking about copywriting and protecting your intellectual property. And I was like, man, I have so many ideas and I just throw them out there willy-nilly because I don't, have a big budget for attorneys and that kind of stuff. And this is how they turned me on to this particular resource. So I said that to say that they also have resources that can help you with some accounting and also some bookkeeping services at no charge as well. So look for the resources in your area because they are out here, y'all. They are out here. You just got to do your research. So number was assemble your documents. These documents will vary depending on the specific types of financing you're applying for. So review the application carefully. Some of the common ones that you're going to need are financial statements, including balance sheets, income statements, and cash flow statements, business and personal tax returns, especially if your business is new. A lot of times they rely on your personal tax returns because you don't have enough business history. A lot of times they will refer to your personal banking life if you don't have a long enough history in your business banking life. And that's okay if you don't. But it means this. If you're a business owner and you're like me and your personal credit isn't the best, work on it. Work on it. Because I will tell you, if I had really focused on my personal credit, and I want, this is me being 100% transparent with you. If I had really focused on my personal credit the way that I should have, I probably have access to $250,000 in business credit and funding right now. That same $250,000 that I need to take my brand to the next level, while it's coming through the business credit side of the house, it's coming slowly as I build that up. If my personal credit was where it should be, I'd already have it. So don't think that because, and this is my thought process, well, I'm just going to build my business credit and I don't care about my personal credit. You're wasting time and you're losing access to capital if you take that route. It takes a minute to build your business credit from scratch. But if you had good personal credit, you can guarantee your business credit and you get access to funding a heck of a lot faster, right? I'm telling you what I know now. I'm telling you what I know. It's easier to build business credit. I know you'll hear a lot of business credit gurus that tell you not to personally guarantee anything. And they have their reasons for saying that. And this is why when you're talking to them, you're hearing their reels and their clips and their shorts and all that kind of stuff. You really got to get into their masterminds to ask them questions about it to get the full story. But trust me when I tell you, you got a 750 credit score and you want to start building business credit, it's a heck of a lot easier to personally guarantee your business credit if you go that route, period. And you get access to that capital a lot faster, period. And getting access to that capital that way faster, then let's just walk through a scenario real quick. And I know I'm going to give you this last one, but let's walk through this scenario. If my credit score was at 750, I can go and get certain business credit lines right now. Boom. What's going to happen when I get those business credit lines right now as a personal guarantee? They're going to start reporting to DNB, Equifax, and Experian. When they start reporting to DNB, Experian, and Equifax in the next 60 to 90 days, guess what? I can go after my next round of business credit and funding without the personal guarantee because now I have a paydex score. And where it takes 2 years sometimes to build business credit without the PG, you can do it in 6 months with the PG. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, a wise person learns from other people's mistakes and other people's experiences, right? But the wisest person learns from other people's mistakes and their successes. So I'm going to tell you, get your personal credit right, and it's easier for you to grow and build your business credit. And when the business credit starts growing, you can continue to add lines of business credit without the personal guarantee, but it's established with the PG, right? So assemble your documents, financial statements, including balance sheets, income statements, and cash flow statements, business and personal tax returns, bank account statements dating back a few months to 1 year, depending on the lender. And that could be your business bank account as well as personal bank accounts. It kind of depends. For SBA loans, legal documents, including business licensing, registrations, and commercial real estate or equipment leases. Review your financial documents with your accountant or business banker to anticipate questions that they may have. So get your documents in order. I'm with you, Mark. I'm with you. What if we'd been taught this in school in our early years? Right? What if? But we know why they don't. Because people who are financially literate are a little bit harder to control. When people are financially stable, it's a little bit harder to get them to operate out of fear. When people are financially secure, it's a little bit more difficult to pull the wool over their eyes. So you got to learn this stuff on your own. Number 5 on our list, we're talking 5 things that you can do to make your business more attractive to lenders if you're in a place where you need funding. Number 5, commit to good financial habits, right? And this is where I am right now. And this is why I don't mind being transparent with you guys. I want to take you guys on the journey, but at the same time, I've got to execute more than I have. And this is why you're starting to see a little bit less of me on social, is because as I become more of an operator, like I got to go out and do what I'm telling y'all that I'm doing, so y'all can see, because some of you guys need to see somebody do it in order to make it happen for yourself. And I don't mind being that guinea pig, right? But commit to good financial habits. The effort you put into preparing for financing can improve your credit profile. This is why I know that I got to hire a bookkeeper. I can no longer keep my books and do all of the other stuff that I'm doing in my business, period. So what does that mean? That means I've got to reduce some expenses somewhere in my life. I've got to reduce expenses somewhere in my life, or increase income somewhere in my life to be able to afford a bookkeeper. This is what it comes down to. And if that's the case, so be it, right? So, for example, stepping up your sales efforts so that you can demonstrate healthy revenue is important to lenders, and it's naturally good for business. Likewise, shoring up your collections practices typically improves cash flow, which will also help you make a more compelling case to lenders. Try to maintain these good habits for continued success, and get the people who are experts at managing finances on your team. 2 hires for me this quarter: bookkeeper, accountant. It's going to cost me a few $100s a month. Absolutely. So what are my options to be able to make them pay for themselves? Okay, go and get 3 more business deals closed this month, so that not only will the upfront cash pay for me to get my bookkeeper started, the monthly recurring revenue will also cover the cost of my bookkeeper. Then I've got to make sure that I am constantly maintaining that business, right? Or I can figure out, what do I need to cut out of my business expenses so that I can replace those things with the cost of a good bookkeeper, right? Like, there's only a couple options. You got to make more, spend less, or a combination of the two. And I'm looking at a combination of the two in my business finances and in my personal finances, right? That's it, Mark. And Mark has a lot of experience in this because he uses other people's money all the time, right? Become the irresistible bank borrower and scale the business. Like, when I show my so one of the things that I do, and I'm gonna share this with you real quick. One of the things that one of the billionaires I study is Byron Allen. He said when he bought the Weather Channel, he went to a hedge fund manager to get the money. When he showed them the financials of the Weather Channel, it was so irresistible that they could not invest. And that's what you want to create for your business. Like, you want your cash flow to be so strong You want your credit to be so strong. You want your reasons that you need the money to be so compelling that they can't say no. So if this helped you, do me a favor, share this with someone because it will probably help them too. And you be helping me grow the brand and fulfill on my God-given purpose to help bring economic empowerment to the communities that I serve. So I appreciate you guys as always for tuning in, showing me some love. Until I talk to you next time, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. So hustle up. But you've got to overcome fear if you're going to win.
You're tuned into the Cortez Hustle Show. Please like and subscribe.